Thank you.
That was close. You're lucky I was here to save your skin.
Boom. There we go. Let's see. Yes. That's in. Okay. Now we fix the webcam and then we should be done with it. Because now it's way too dark. Configure video. Tick. There we go. That's better. Woo! We're upside down. There we go. Much better. How's the microphone? Is that any good? I mean, no delays or anything like noises like last time. Oh, this music is so fucking good. Right. Let's put down the music a bit. I hope we got everything set now. This always takes freaking forever. That's perfectly no OBS this time around. Yes! I figured a way out to fix that as well. Let's see. Let's put this one on correctly up as well. Because we want to have all the funnies. There we go. Okay, everything is fine. Just to set this one up. I'm never gonna do something like that again unless I find a more convenient setup. Alright! This should be it. Hi guys. Welcome. It's clicking again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me fix that. Give me a second. I think I fixed it. The cracking noise should be gone now. Right. Put everything back into place. There we go. Boom. Boom. Now it should all be working again. Here we go. Yes! Okay. Yeah, I know what the problem was, Mike. Don't worry. So the problem was that Ableton was being a bit of a dick, as usual. Anyways, I hope you liked my little cute intro that I did for you guys. It was based on basically a lot of Konami sound effects, which you can find in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That was used. That was the noises and whatnot. Kick in the snare. That was used. Metal Gear Solid has a few sound effects. I used Police Knots. I had a few of Snatcher in it, and I had a few of Silent Hill in it. So basically, all the good 90s classics when it comes to Konami. Basically, the reason why I'm playing this game is that I absolutely adore Snatcher. I think it's a fantastic game. It is one of the games that Kojima made before he started with Metal Gear Solid, because Konami saw that he had potential and they wanted more of Metal Gear Solid, and basically they skipped all of the good ideas. That's why I'm very stoked for Death Stranding. That's been coming out like in a few years. So this is one of his previous works, and this is heavily inspired by Blade Runner and Terminator. If you've watched Blade Runner and Terminator 2, you will see an incredible amount of references they took from it. It's literally Blade Runner when you watch this. So if you've seen Blade Runner, I'm terribly sorry. you basically already know the plot. So yeah, let's dive into it. Let's see what the comment section says first. Hey Jesse, welcome to the stream. And hit the lever. I could add that in. I did have like a few other silly sound effects like master and whatnot, but I couldn't find a way to implement that short notice. What's a Konami? You see, Konami had, in my opinion, always like a bad reputation when it comes to working over there. If you like seriously look at Silent Hill and see what it's like, it's absolutely horrendous how that project went. Yeah, so I've played Snatcher before. I know the plot. I know everything, how everything is gonna go. If you have never played Snatcher or don't know anything about it, this is probably a very good way to get into it. I'll try to stay shut during cutscenes, so you can just keep on watching them, and I'll give you some fun trivias in between the places. Konami offices are like Silent Hill, is what I'm hearing. See, that really depends on your definition of what Silent Hill is. Because, in my opinion, there are more ways than one that you could look at it. There we go. It's working. Okay. Let's go into it. The story, character, and events of the game are entirely fictional. All similarities to actual people, places, and events are entirely coincidental. Whew! Did it! I thought it was gonna be like, poof, with that text. So, small backstory. There are plenty of versions of Snatcher out there. You can play the MSX1, MSX2. You can play the Sega CD version, which you can only play if you have a Mega Drive and the CD. And there's also Sega Saturn and PlayStation 1. Problem, however, is that this is the only version that's translated. This is the only version in 1994, and it is an absolute gem, I'd say. It's a great game, but it's very expensive to actually get. What's also good to know about this game is that if you want to play it, this is probably one of the only ways you can do it. You can buy the game itself, but the problem is when you buy this game is that you're going to spend hundreds of dollars on it. It functions as you can already see, it's kind of like those old text games. But then again, it's more dynamic than it was back in the day in the 80s. I was expecting a bit of like a backstory or something. Let me just put the audio a bit down. Let's reboot it in all honesty, because that didn't seem right. Let's try it again. Yeah, this is like the old boot up screen for the Sega CD. If you're super nostalgic for it, then this is probably gonna like hit you quite hard now. Sega. So much product placement. There is a lot of product placement in this. Remember, this is 1994. So this was before all of it. Before all like the cool shit. I am gonna let the intro play for a bit, because the intro does tell quite a lot about the story. Are we now gonna get an intro? Because I was surprised that it jumped, like, put us right into the game. Do we actually have to wait this screen out? Is that it? Did I skip it? I'm confused. I'm really confused right now. So much product placement. The game audio is a bit loud. Yeah, fixed it for you. When Kojima was a wee baby. Yeah, Kojima is a giant pervert in this game. Like, I swear to God, he did a lot of crazy stuff back in the 90s. So you're definitely going to see traits of it in this game. No other way how I can... There's no soft skip, is there? That's weird, because you have like this big funky intro, usually. So yeah, as you can see, you have ASCII, you have Sony, you have Sega. This was before Sony had the PlayStation going on. Keep that in mind as well. Konami Omni Building, Junker Headquarters. Right, let's start playing it then. Act 1. There are not a lot of acts in this game. I won't tell you that much because some people hate it when you tell it, but there's not a lot in them. Welcome to Junker Headquarters. May I help you? Yeah. By actually working, I suppose. Oh no. Is everything doing against me again? There we go. Okay, let's enter. Let's see what happens. Only authorized personnel are allowed beyond this point. Let's look instead then. So this is like the old times where you actually had to choose a prompt before you could actually do an action itself. Kojima. Operator. She's a beautiful oriental woman. Here we go. Let's look at the poster. It's a Junker recruiting ad. It's one of those pod-type reception units where the operator sits in a shielded capsule. This is some pretty heavy-duty stuff they've got here. This place be more dangerous than I thought. It is designed to protect the operator. See, the thing with Snatcher sometimes is you have to do things more often. It's kind of weird, but it's always good to double check on certain prompts. It looks like a security camera. If you guys have like a certain voice in mind for Gillian, I'll try to keep it in mind. I'll think I'll just keep it to my regular voice in order to keep it a bit nuanced. It looks like it leads to the inside of the headquarters area. This seems to be the Junker headquarters lobby. Their security looks really tight. I'm sorry, may I have your name, please? See, now like the game is telling you, talk to her.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
We can't look at her. Somebody just look at her, see what happens. You are really very pretty. Here we go. It's a Kojima game. Thank you. Okay, let's look at Mika again. See what happens. I'm honored to have the chance to work with someone as beautiful as you. Well, thanks, but I'll take that at face value. Let's look at Mika again. This guy. Take notes, guys. Take notes. Somehow I feel like we've met before. I bet you used the line on all the girls, right? Oh, Gil! What are you gonna do about that, man? Now it's just repeated. She doesn't even reply. The official... Hold up. The official Junker name and the trademarks appear on it. Let's look at the front pod. No, just... whatever, I'll just talk to her. Oh, now she starts talking. Yes, it happened several times before. They are not stupid, you know. I've been assigned to Junker operations effective today. You just told me that, Gillian. I have a pretty good memory, Mr. C. Oh, hold up. I already fucked up. Ah! I have a pretty good memory, Mr. Seed, especially if it's concerning an attractive man like you. I swear. Okay, hold up a second. Hold up. Guys, I swear, this is not a soft port. I swear, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be robots, it's gonna be action, we're gonna kill things, it's gonna be amazing. Trust me, okay? Trust me. Winky, winky, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Investigate. Let's investigate, Meek. You're good at. Oh no! What happened? What happened to this? Whoa! It's too bad. Let's investigate the front pod. This shield is heat-proof and shock-proof. It's specially designed to withstand an attack by Snatchers. I love that Snatchers like full caps. Look at the area. Well, how do you like it? I bet you like city office, right? Yeah. Can I go into the office already? I just want to talk to my manager. Could you tell me a little about Junker operations? The Junker is a special task force to put together to combat the Bioroid Snatcher menace. It is overseen by the government intelligence agencies. Let's ask about Neokove. So Neokove is basically the new town. Oh, you get used to it right away. Everybody's pretty welcome. There are many different ethnic groups and types of people here. It's Japan, but it's not Japan. If you know what I mean. Yeah, basically they took a lot of inspiration from Akira at this point. Where you have like this new dystopian version of a different town. Let's ask about Mika. Tell me a little bit about yourself. About me? Isn't that a bit forward, Mr. Seed? Let me tell you about myself first. And maybe then you'll tell me. I can tell you're very smooth, ladies. Okay, let's see. I just want to move forward. Enter. There we go.
Gillian's fine. You can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
This game, by the way, it's freaking amazing how they did the voice acting. Like, if you know a bit about technology and the sound design, basically you have 3 channels, and 4 channels in some instances, where you can put sound effects. So you have like 1 channel for certain waves and whatnot, and one of them was for the music in this game, and the sound effects layer is literally the voice acting. So there's like giant sound effects when you have this game, and it just plays, and it's timed, and it's so well choreographed. It's like if you're a spriter, you really feel at home with this kind of game. But it's amazing how they structured everything during a cutscene. Because this was 1994, remember? This was the same year Donkey Kong Country came out. Where shall I show you first? Okay, let's go to the let's get to the chase. Let's go to the chief's office.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed
Look at
is
his
here.
banana couch.
I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
Your memory's gone.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
Oh no.
I can see your point there.
I can see a plot twist right there. They all have amnesia. Okay, let's look around. Let's look at the chief. So he's the chief of Junker Operations, eh? Just as I imagined him. Did you say something? What's wrong with it? I don't see what's specifically wrong with him. Monitor. Let's see. What does monitor say? Information from all over the world and continuously pouring in. Yeah, it just says the same. Let's look at the window. It's a nice night of Neo Kobe. Too bad we're snatchers lurking out there somewhere. Neo Kobe at night. Great view, don't you think? Let's look at the picture. A picture of a vase, eh? What a funny design. Whoa, that's mean. It's funny because if you look at that vase, it's the same vase they use for like Two Faces in a vase. So let's see. Let's look at the sofa. Looks like a pretty comfortable sofa. Let's just ask him. We're probably just need to ask about a mission. Junker headquarters. Hold up. Junker headquarters was set up a year ago by the police as a special task force to combat the Snatcher problem. Junker operations were officially started in August of this year. We answered directly to the government's intelligence agencies. This poster's really tacky. Oh really? That's my design, by the way. Chief, your taste is right out of the dark ages. Whoa, that's mean. Why would you say that to your chief? You want to get fired or something? Wow, this looks retro. Thanks, Christine. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, we're basically now streaming Snatcher, in case you haven't heard of it. A junker operates with a certain rules and privileges different from regular police officers. Those are: 1. The purpose of a junker's force is to eliminate bioroid snatchers. 2. A junker, even in the course of carrying out 1, must not harm innocent civilians. And 3. A subject may not be physically investigated or restrained unless irrefutable evidence exists and indicates the subject is indeed a snatcher. So it kind of makes sense why, you know, you can't investigate Mika, let's say, but you obviously need evidence for that. And 4, a junker is required to assist and support civilian bounty hunters. 5, in order for you to carry out 1, a junker is allowed to use the blaster and the navigator and a turbo cycle. Those are the 5 rules. So yeah, what you've already probably noticed is that the structure is super similar to Metal Gear Solid, where you have like your chief operator, explains everything, keeps you up to date on the mission, and you're just basically just a snarky, super intelligent agent that's helping you out. This is from Kojima's porn era. A classic. Oh wait, is this a pre-Metal Gear Solid game, isn't it? Yes, it is. We just started it, so if you've never heard of it and you want to keep up to date, this is the best moment to jump in. A junker's job is to figure out who the snatchers are and to eliminate them. I want you to put your special training in the military to good use and investigate those points about snatchers that we don't yet understand. We've got to put them and stop them. Okay, so we asked that. Just ask about snatchers directly. Yes, 3 years ago the snatchers suddenly appeared here in Neo Kobe. We have no idea where they come from or what they want. We do know that they kill, copy the appearance of their victims, and then they take place in society, and that their numbers are increasing. So it's kind of, think of it like, this is where the Blade Runner Terminator influences come in. So think of it like as a Terminator that kills someone, and then basically they take their identity over, and then they portray themselves as someone else. So think of it like, let's say like the president, for instance, is assassinated, and then you would have a Snatcher will take it over. That basically mean that the Snatchers could rule the world, and that's the whole premise of it. Find the source of all these Snatchers, and that's a really interesting concept, I'd say. Let's see, let's ask about the navigators. It's a robot designed to assist junkers by performing all types of analysis. It's got a pretty good sensor setup too. just want to move on. Yeah, we investigated it. We asked about pretty much all the important ones. Let's exit out of here. You're quite impatient, aren't you? The chief's not finished yet. Oh, okay. Sure, let's ask about everything else then. Harry should have your navigator ready for you. Go pick it up from him. There we go. Really? We need to ask more. But I already did everything.
That should be enough to make your duties as a junker quite clear. This is your junker ID card. It will identify you as a junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Yeah. I wanted to see Harry already anyways. Yeah, this is more of a slow game on WhaddupChills rather than the highly adrenaline Resident Evil or Spyro or Mario out there. Yeah, let's go straight to the engineering room. What's funny is because during all the versions of Snatcher, they changed the poster in the back, and now it's based on Madonna, I believe. This is the... This is engineering. All the junkers, that is the runner's equipment, is made here. It doesn't look like Harry is around at the moment. Oh, let's look at the area. There are tools and machines all over the place. It's a regular factory in here. This room always looks like this. I don't know how he finds anything. Okay, let's go back. Ask about Harry. Maybe she knows where Harry is. Harry Benson is our engineer. He's a bit of a lush, but he's a friendly and sweet old guy. Where's your lady voice? It's on a holiday. Sorry, man. And before I could do some engineering for you line. Yeah, he's probably gonna say something like that. I may have a good reds for you, lady. 100% not a gold. Nobody's around, eh? Yeah, but what if someone's around the corner, you know? Let's look. No. Let's ask about navigators. Every junker's investigation gets an analysis robot. Quite a combination, eh? We call the robots navigators. His wife was killed by a snatcher 2 years ago. After that, he quit his detective job and became a junker. Since then he's been living with his daughter Katrina. Okay, let's ask about Katrina then. Sure thing. She's Jean's only child. Sorry, Jean. She's Jean's only child. She's turned 18 this year. Yep. I wonder what relevance that would have to the case. Let's see. I want to look at that junker idea. This card gives me the special rights of a junker. I'll be carrying this as my idea from here on out. Gillian, that card is really important. Take good care of it. Let's look at our cash. This is the cash they gave me for the expenses. Having to carry cash around is inconvenient. To be fair, I use my card all the time as well. I hate having change around nowadays. Let's investigate this time around. It's an ID card with a special IC chip built in. All of my personal data is recorded on this card. Except for the part where he got amnesia. Ah, great. Just wanna... Fine. You're truly beautiful, Mika. Thanks, Gillian. I'll take that at face We literally already had that. Yes? What do you want? I can sense that you and I here are destined to fall in love. It might sound crazy, but Gillian, you're married, aren't you? It's true, I am married, yeah. I'm gonna show my card to her. Yeah. So we just need to... Oh, there we go. So we just need to leave. There was nothing to it. Fine, let's look for Harry somewhere else. This is the detective's room. It's the office for our runners. That's what we call junker investigations like you. You'll be using that in the desk in the back. What about this desk near the front here? That's John's desk. Jean-Jacques Gibson. He's our ace runner. So we also have another guy in the team somewhere. Let's look at the monitor. A lot of information flows into here. All the information available. I just want to go into the meat and potatoes of this game. Really? Yeah, well, we looked at that. He's quite brilliant. He won 3 Nobel Prizes and Fields Prizes too. See, this is what I don't like when they like praise characters immediately. Because I just want to see like how complicated characters can be and that they're flawed and that they have their own trademarks and whatnot. Keep looking at me because face just never does go. He's apparently out of an investigation at the moment. I'll introduce to you as soon as he gets back. Maybe just look at the near desk. The far desk is mine. Looks like a night desk. I probably won't be using it much. AKA, don't be here all the time. This place is really different from other detectives' offices. I'll ask about those things. Area. There's nobody around except Mika. Okay, let's just go into the other area then. Where would you like to go next? Computer room. This is a fun room because in this room you can actually interact with the computers, and there are parts where you can make the computer like fill something into the computer, so that's gonna be a fun part. It's linked to databases throughout the country, so you can find almost any information you might need. So it's kind of funny because it's basically Google is what it's trying to say, but this was in 1994. The concept of Google was not invented yet. Antiques in the computer room, eh? I haven't seen a keyboard in some time. Get it? Because they're in the future. It's smaller than expected. So this is your computer host, eh? The RM1013 model. Let's see if I can ask about the computer. This is our host computer, a model RM1013. We call it Jordan. That's for Junker Online Regional Data Access Network. It employs full-scale artificial intelligence-based processors. I couldn't fit that on one screen. They couldn't remove one word. Hey, Gree, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good time. Jordan is fully programmed with all human learning routines and uses an intelligent interface to perform automatic translation, problem solving, you name it. It employs expert-class artificial intelligences, routines developed for fieldwork robots. It's the best there is. Okay, so now we know what the computer is, but how can we use it? First, put your junker card in this slot. Once it's confirmed you as a user, you just follow the instructions that Jordan flashes on the screen. Yeah, let's use Jordan then. Go ahead, sit down here. Once you've registered on the system, the rest is easy. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters host AI. I can. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can do like a. You know, like I could maybe go like, hello, I am Jordan, or like, hello, like deck talk. Yeah. Let's do my deck talk voice. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters host AI. Computer system, please insert your ID card. What? This thing hasn't got a personality? Oh, just put the card in. I'm Michael Jordan. Yeah? Oh, that makes me pretty good. User confirmed as Gillian Seed. Welcome to Jordan. What sort of information do you need? I need to get some help, Jordan. Get some help. Well, at least it let me in. Load ID file. Jordan ID file. Use the cursor to input the name of the person you are looking for. Input first name, then last name without a space. For example, input John Konami as John Konami. Or you can search with just a first name, for example, John. Okay, let's enter name. So what you can do, for instance, from what I know, is that if you type in Kojima, you get a profile for Hideo Kojima. Birthday, August 24th, 1963. Zodiac sign Virgo. Blood type AA. Personality, third generation family man. Nickname Ojama. I've never heard of that nickname. Favorite game Zabika. Message, Snatcher has crossed the sea. I hope you all enjoy it a lot. Because obviously this game wasn't released back in the US and Europe back then. So this was really cool that something like this was happening as well. Thanks for the host, Nuptup. Really means a lot. So yeah, we can just fill in some names in this system. Let's fill Mika in. I'm pretty sure most of them don't get anything. Mika Slayton, Administrative Assistance Junker Agency. Age 23. Height 167 centimeters. Weight 55 kilograms. Blood type A+. Marital status single. Graduated from Kobe City. Kobe! Graduated from Kobe City University with dual major in criminal psychology and municipal data management. Worked at Kobe Crime Research Lab before moving to Junker's agency. Handled numerous unusual as the lab and solved them by using the dangerous technique of Jesus Christ! That was a lot of difficult words in one sentence. Of attaining complete simpatico with the criminals, but psychological stress from a job led to her resign. Recommendation from Junker Chief led to her joining the agency. That's a lot of text. Okay, let's quit it. We don't need it right now. Load fact file. Jordan fact file. Please select the category you wish to search. Oh, that is a lot. That is a lot. So basically, what we can use the system for is we can use it for any kind of like research that we need to do in the game, because there will be parts where it gets a bit complicated and we need to like do a bit of research at the same time. Missed the opportunity to use the slogan, "We dunk crime." We are Jordan and we dunk crime. Should have got dunked on. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mike, you know Ted? I did recognize the name. I was already like, this is probably a big Pro Jared fan. No, I want to go away. I want to get out of this. Help me. Jordan's keeping me locked. You're not going anywhere, Gil.
I hope that I was able to be of service. I look forward to our next session together.
How does a computer look forward to a next session? My computer doesn't go like, hey baby, you and me are gonna work on some groovy tunes tonight. It's gonna be amazing. Like, what computer says that? So I've never played Snatcher before. Is it an adventure game? It's kind of like a text adventure game, but due to like the technological advancement of the Sega CD, it allowed Kojima to add more things into it, like cutscenes and some more difficult sprite work, but also voice acting, and that's what made this game so great, because that was out of this world back then. Like, this was like possible on a console, a fully flexed, story-driven narrative game. Kojima's such a genius, like point-and-click games, but without the pointing. Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. But it feels like an old PC game, which makes sense because it was made on the MSX. A number of man-shaped targets appear in the practice booth. We call it our shooting practice range. Okay, so I'll cut to the chase with this one. So if you have... The cool thing about this thing is that it has dynamic difficulty, believe it or not. This is a game where they put the difficulty on normal, and how you play the upcoming game with the shooting basically determines how difficult the game is going to be, because you're going to get like action sequences out of the blue, like quick time events, let's say. But the better you do this game, the quicker the enemies will be, like the smaller your input time will be. And there's one part in the game, and I swear it's absolutely impossible if you played it on hard mode. So if we just completely suck at this one for just one round, then the game will determine, okay, this player's probably new, doesn't know how it works, so we're just gonna play it on easy for him. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, it is on brutal difficulty. Hey Stu, welcome to the stream, bro. You can put your blaster away by pressing the A button again. Yeah, what's cool is if you had those Sega Genesis blaster thingies, like the NES separate, but then for Sega, let's say, you could actually use it in this game. And this is just one of those things that made Kojima so different from other developers, because he looked at concepts and were like, okay, well, what can we do with it? So yeah, basically what you do right now is you press on the button, and then you can basically determine where you want to aim. So if you just press right, you go right, and then you can shoot, let's say, like that. See, now we just hit one. And sometimes, like, the input is, like, crazy. Trust me, it's not as good as you think it is when you're playing these sequences. Gonna shoot I'm gonna shoot some humans. There we go. You've got a lot of work to do. Your accuracy is poor, but but worse, you're hitting too many civilians. Well, you're not wasting much ammo, but you just can't hit civilians. Out in the real world, it will cost you your job. Come on, let's go see. What a transition. I just shot a person, potentially, and then they go like, oh, there's nothing wrong. I love in this one, he has like lizard eyes. Wow, Nico, just wow. No, like I said, I deliberately played that one bad. Let's go back into the engineering room. I don't know, he's quite freewheeling type.
Oh good, Harry's back.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right?
Look, it's Chuck Norris.
Haven't we met somewhere before?
No, I don't believe so.
Really?
Look, he's got a chair now.
I must be imagining things.
Okay, let's look around. Harry. Somehow I get this... Hold up. Somehow I get the same impression. Have I met this guy before? What's wrong? Do I have something hanging on my nose? Okay, Okay, let's look at the wall. There's a poster and a photograph on the wall. I wanna investigate the photo. It's a little boy. It's a picture that was on the wall. This appears to have been cut out from a larger photo. Let's look at the poster. This is very old. This is kind of printing technology that hasn't been used since last century. Yeah, in case you don't know, this game takes place in 2049. Just so you know. Or somewhere around that time. It was definitely in 2040 something. Yeah, this game is freaking great, like Nubtub said. I absolutely know nothing about this game. Well, all you need to know is that it's a pre-Kojima game. It is made for the Sega CD. It's one of the 4 games or something that's worth your time on the Sega CD. It's made in 1994. You had the MSX one that was before it, and then they made a US version 6 years later. Let's see. There's an interesting part about that one as well that just crossed my mind.
I know. All right, allow me to introduce the Navigator, which I designed especially for you.
You Metal Gear fans are gonna love this.
Metal Gear, get out here.
He just summoned fucking Metal Gear. What you gonna do, Gil? Can't even shoot. Shit. You got like Metal Gear music. It's so fucking cool. Look. A little robot.
Metal, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2.
Mach 2!
I am programmed to be your personal assistant.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
Metal
Oh,
Gear.
he's cute.
Metal
thank you.
Gear.
I think he's turning red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear Menace of the late 20th century. But quite unlike that Metal Gear, this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
Okay, so what's really interesting about that line, because obviously this is a canonical Kojima game, he literally just said Snatcher's in the same universe as Metal Gear. He literally just said that. So, in case for the people that have played Metal Gear Solid 4, remember that small robot that walks with you? In Metal Gear Solid 4, that was called the Metal Gear Mark II. And this one, no, it was called Mark 1, that's it. That was the Mark 1, and this is the Mark 2. So basically, the one that Otacon used, that was the one before this one, actually. And that's really interesting. This is the wimpiest Metal Gear I've ever seen. Yeah, I love how they just... Like, I get what they were trying to do, and they didn't really pull it off, but for the time, that is impressive, I'd say. It's just the way how they build around it is so freaking amazing. Full bipedal motion system, eh? I don't want anything that's gonna slow me down. I was built for running, but in case of emergency? Yeah, in case of emergency what? Carry me while you run, please. You can't be serious. Tell me you're not serious. He's arguing with a robot. Oh, this is the Mark II from Metal Gear Solid 4. Ketty Sphere, Greg Kinnear. I don't get it, I'm sorry. Part of his body seems to be a cabinet of some kind. It's for storage. You can put your gear in there. My storage area is 20 liter capacity to be exact. 40 liter. It's just like, to be fair, the scale of Mark II is not really like well represented. I believe he is I'd say 3 foot tall or something like that. Okay, investigate. We already did that. Let's ask about the photo on the wall. What happened to this picture? Why is it torn? I don't know myself. I am told I was always to carry it around with me. With only this fragment, there's no just oh wait. Try to track down your parents. Yeah, but for me, that picture's the only evidence I've ever had parents. Yeah, he's pretty big, about the size of a toddler. Yeah, but in that picture, he looks like as if you can hold him in your hand. And I always thought he was like tiny. And there's only like a few instances where you truly see his scale, I'd say. Let's see. I'm gonna show my Junker ID to him. Oh, you already got your Junker ID card, huh? Oh, that hat. That was useful. Oh no, that's just... This should be plenty to get your job done with. It's like 20 bucks or something. You know, they're doing the... Your protagonist is pretty much broke instance. Like they do with anything. Let's look around. No. Let's ask about the blaster.
Oh, that's right. Don't panic yourself. I got it right over here. This is your
Don't
blaster,
shoot him.
the official weapon of a junker. It's got full user feedback circuitry,
Delete
adjusting
this.
itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how she feels.
Hey! And now you know where that Neeks reference comes
It's
from.
unbelievably light.
You bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the Army uses. She's put together with the latest carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit.
See, this is one of those
And her
things
ergonomic
that...
design optimizes both functionality and firepower. Well, what do you think, Gillian?
I'll take it.
This is one of those instances where Kojima really shines, I'd say, because Kojima likes to put effort into making a believable world. And obviously this is very cliche, very like on the nose with his references and whatnot, but there are plenty of instances where you get like all these trinkets of evidence that this is the future. It's the keyboard. He's looking at the keyboard, it's like, this is old. And he's looking at the poster, he's like, oh, that's an old printing method. And then he gets a gun, it's like, yeah, but the army uses old technology, which are ray guns. And it's stuff like that that makes the universe believable, let's say. And that's what made Kojima such a good director back then. His games are full with that kind of stuff. The most powerful handgun in the world. Kojima has a gun nut. Oh, trust me, he's way more fanatic about one other thing, but you'll discover sooner or later. Let's ask about Snatchers. You're an engineer. Tell me about how the Snatchers are built. It's odd, but we never been able to get a specimen. They're always stolen or have self-destructed. They have any weaknesses? They are built really well, and so it's tough to destroy them outright. Try to immobilize them. They've got these slits on their head for some reason. A well-placed shot there will often destroy their control functions. That's why it's important to practice your marksmanship. Let's ask about the photo on the wall. Yeah, we just already asked that. Ask about Snatchers again. Even with everything I know, I could have never built a monster like that. Yeah, this is where the game loses you a bit, and that's where, like, what kind of prompts do I need to do now? So it's just keep on looking till something gets triggered, I'd say, because we're not allowed to leave yet. So I'm just gonna press a few things. Let's investigate Metal Gear. Is there something else we can ask about? Well, it's not so bad once you get to my age. Okay, so we asked that one. Navigators are designed from the start as a Junker's investigate assistant. On-site detection, analysis, recording, communications, you name it. They're packed with features, and Metal Gear here is the latest model. What about an attack system? Don't they carry any weapons? I'm afraid not. They're unarmed. After all, the main idea behind the Navigator is to assist in an investigation's data management. But they do have a save function. Just use Metal Gear command and then save command.
You can record the exact status of your investigation that way. In the same way, you can use the use light command to help you when it's too dark to see. I told you they were nice to have around, didn't it? How about communications? Does he have some kind of radio? Yep. There is a video phone installed. A video phone? That's right. Just select use Metal Gear and then use video phone to access it. In theory, you can use it anywhere, but you have to watch out for interference. Sometimes the signal just can't get through.
There we go.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in. Connecting.
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've cornered a probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M district. Request immediate backup.
Gillian, that means you. You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
We must hurry. We'll use a turbocycle to travel to the scene.
Be careful, Gillian.
This is a turbocycle.
There we
Specially
go.
designed for junker use. In addition to three-wheeled ground travel, it is capable of hovering and high-speed flight.
Mike, I trusted
The
you
vehicle
bought
is
Blade
also
Runner. You're gonna love
VTOL
this.
capable, so takeoffs and landings in narrow areas present no difficulty.
A flying tricycle, huh? I just came in one of these things.
We have been assigned this vehicle for use in our investigations.
Okay, let's enter it then. This music is gonna be like the fuel of this game. So good. We're in the turbocycle operate. Oh no, wait, I need to do a different voice. We're in the turbocycle. Operation is computer controlled. Where would you like to go? To the factory rooms, of course.
Now departing for the abandoned factory.
Oh, the sins are so good in this game, Nubtub. I know what you mean. A male snatcher? Oh. See, like small details, like you can see he's like moving through the city and whatnot. See, and this is the part that like pisses me off a bit. Is that you can clearly see that, oh boy, is this the part where the game crashes? I might have a problem, guys. Yep, I know this one. Shit, I know this one. No, I know what this is. This is a reading problem. Snatcher was infamous with this one as well, that some emulators had difficulties with, the Snatcher turbocycle glitch. Whoops. Yeah, he's going hyperspace. Let me just double check, see if there's a way how we can get around this. I know for a fact that if you have an actual... Well, guys, I think I need to cut it off over here then. Yeah, this is the Kega Fusion 3.64 Nubtub. Okay, let me just mute this fucker, because this is getting really annoying. Let me just put up some music instead. Let me fix this real quickly. Still here, don't worry. Just need to find one slate. Da-da-da. I'm gonna dive into the DM in a bit, because Nubtop apparently knows the answer to this. Let's see, where is it? Where is the file? Where are you? I made a cool file recently. Maybe some templates. Nope. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Nope. Guess I lost the file. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here for a second.